Hello and welcome to this Warno 1v1 game played on Isura Duel between 9th US, played by TheTeethThief, and he's up against 60 IQ but 23 centimeters, who is playing as the 6th French Division. So we'll go through the deck reviews, then we'll talk about the map, the matchup, the deployments, and the game, and as always, timestamps in the description. Right, so this is the deck review for TheTeethThief, and he's playing 9th US. We did cover this in a previous video, his deck. He has changed it up a bit. Basically, he got rid of the Hilo supply, because you don't need 3 cards of supply with this div, particularly if you're switching off fuel, you just don't need it. And he swapped out the Humvee for this, because you can buy 2 of these at the start. That's another suggestion we made. I don't agree with the M60s over the grenade launchers. I think it's better to just get a grenade launcher, frankly. But it is what it is. And yeah, so he swapped the mortar to the 80.1, the 81mm one. I prefer the higher caliber one, but it's just personal preference, really. This is the sort of thing where you can just use all the bullets and not resupply it, because you've only got 2 cards of supply, so that can help. I bring the M109s as well, because those towed ones, they are pretty cool, but then you got to tow it around all game. Engineers Flash, I actually go for the regular Engineers, but Engineers Flash are pretty good. And maybe they make more sense here. Who knows? Yeah, everything else basically looks the same. Oh, so he swapped out his scouts in the Humvee grenade launcher for Fault. I don't agree with that at all, really, but maybe I did tell him to do it. I can't remember. I might have said, now that you've got this Mark 19, or you can bring something else. And yeah, the Vads is core, that's a must bring. And he now upvets his first Eagle, which I personally don't really agree with at all. I think what he should be doing instead is downvet this, get rid of this, and bring this, because this is a fighter you can actually afford, right? Yeah, I wouldn't be upvetting fighters. The only person I know who does it and wins games is Mix. He is rank 1, so... but basically, he just does the exact same thing every time, which is he just rushes you, and so his stuff's more vetted because he's not expecting a 40-minute game. He just heli rushes you and then puts 10 million ATGMs and MMGs in the point, which is fair enough, really. But that's why two vet fighters work for him, because the game's usually over in about 10 minutes. And sometimes it just dies anyway, so I really don't think it's a good idea. So his opponent is 60 IQ but 23 centimeters, who's actually a really good player from what I remember. He's playing as 6th. So we'll go through this tab by tab. First things first, I think he's got too many of these Spahis. Personally, I mean, that's a 3-pointer, right? You could get more planes, such as this, which is really, really good, because it's 3 per card, and you can always send it out in front of your LGBT or whatever. And I forgot you didn't get an AT playing on this div, right? But the idea is, because you've not got the seed, you send this out in front of this, and then this doesn't get shot, because this is in front, so this gets shot. 2 cards of supply makes sense on this div, particularly when you're switching stuff off. I do not like the Hilo supplies, because you land them, and everybody sees it land, and then they RT it, so I don't like it, personally. Infantry, so we've got 2 per card, 4 strength. 2 per card, 4 strength. 2 per card, 8 strength. 4 strength's pretty rough. But yeah, between the 2 of these, I think this one is better than this one. But in general, I don't think it's worth getting the Inf CVs. But well, I'm pretty sure I just bring 4 of these. But this is a 3-pointer anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. No MMG teams is a mistake. Get the regular one. What happened here? I put the rocket thing in. Sappers, so actually these Sappers Flam aren't bad, because you can get them at 1 vet by default, so you still get 6 availability. They will, if you're playing 6th versus 6th, and one guy brings the flamethrowers and one guy doesn't. The guy with the flamethrowers is going to win. So I do harp on about how bad flamethrowers are. But these aren't so bad because they're resolute, so they don't lose their accuracy that quickly. They're not so bad. And yeah, Legionnaires, you want it in the Vab Legion, really, like always. It's going to get there faster, so... Legionnaires Appelas, Legion 2, the crap. No MMG team is a really big mistake. You want self-propelled mortars for smoke, and you want this because it's 5 points for one more veterancy. You don't need 4 howitzers, you need mortars for smoke, so you can disengage and so on. So do you need the VBL Milan if you've got this for very good optics, this for very good optics, and this, and this? I don't think you need it, personally. And that's a 2... I still can't get that. It's rough, man. Anyway, Spahis are pretty nice. Instead of Eclairs, you want the Dinops, because this has 100 kilometers an hour forward deployment, whereas this is 90. So this will get there faster, and you can mix this with the crap, and then you get dinosaur crap, which is, you've got the smoke. If you use them both together, it's pretty effective, because you got the satchels and the smoke. But the Dinops by themselves obviously don't have AT, right? And they only have 4 strength. So I think they're much more worth it than the Eclairs. And then the Spahis, I mean, don't you want them fighting? In which case, don't you want them at 1 vet? Recon Helo is pretty useful. I mean, if you want to bring this, you can. But the Recon Helo is really useful because it's exceptional optics and it can survive a manpad hit. So if you're going to do a fast attack down a road, which is kind of the point of your div, it's nice to have this. Alternatively, you can bring the drone, but the drone did get nerfed. So it dies a bit more easily now, and it's not as fast. AA, so the Gazelle Celtics can work. Minstrel Crotal, okay. I mean, this thing at 2 vet can be pretty good. Killing people is basically like a poor man's Zvillinger. Because at 2 vet it's got the same accuracy as the Zvillinger, but the salvo length's still less. You need the Gazelle Cannon and the Gazelle Hot, and yes, this should be at 2 vet. Like, do you need the LGBT? Do you need it? It's just you don't have MMG teams, and they're so useful. So useful. I think, unironically, that this isn't worth as much as 12 of these. Super useful, because what are you going to do? Like, you got to supply, you got to send guys to an area, and you got to pay 65 points for an infantry to defend a spot. I mean, this is 35 including the transport, right? And this is 90 including the transport, so you need this, and I think it's more useful than an LGBT. So that's it for the deck review. Now we'll talk about the map, the matchup, the deployments, and the game, and as always, timestamps in the description. Right, so as you know, this map is sort of one-sided, right? Blue has it rough compared to red, because red can just put a guy in here and shoot, and he can put a guy in here and shoot, and blue can't get in their own zone. So basically what blue should do is play around here. Basically, you kind of abandon your own zone. You got a firing line here, and you try and get a couple guys in if you want, but generally this is going to be a pain in the neck, and taking this is impossible because they'll have guys in here, guys in here, so it's best to play around this side if you're on blue. So you put a few guys in here, and you make sure you've got these points, right, and you can pressure it a little bit if you want, but the idea is you get a bunch of guys in all this, move up this way, and then this can't shoot in there anymore. And you can basically get in the zone from this side where these guys can't shoot you. It's very difficult to do. It is the worst side. I wouldn't say it's the most one-sided map, but it is pretty one-sided. So in terms of the matchup, 9th US I'd say is better than 6th French, because 9th US gets like M60s and a bunch of great infantry. 6th US gets AMX-10s and a bunch of great infantry. 6th US gets longer range AA. 9th US gets better fighters and planes because of the F-16s. And crucially, in a fight like this, 9th US gets coffin launchers, self-propelled artillery, self-propelled smoke, all very helpful because you don't have to tow it around everywhere, right? But the coffin launchers are very crucial because, like, let's say you're fighting over Delta, you can just have one here and dead, dead. Very, very useful in this kind of situation. So I prefer 9th US overall, but 6th US gets the good side. Looking at the deployments, we got some crap here. Airborne forward deployed. He's taking quite conservative positions. 9th US gets the mega fast snipers and the mega fast TOW2 guys. But 6th should get the DinOps, but he hasn't brought them. Nor has he brought a recon helo, so he's going to be lacking vision. Anyway, so we got some crap on the left, and then Eclairs in the spot we spoke about. VBL Milan coming around to the left, AMX-10RC on the left. CV for Hotel, and then presumably Foxtrot, and some Legionnaires Appelas. Oh, okay, so he's just bought a CV, he's just opened 3 CVs. Alright, I mean, I guess it's because he figures he's going to be running into Delta and losing one pretty fast, so maybe it makes sense. Legion Milan, look, the Milan too, it's got, because, like, look at all these buildings you can sit in to shoot this way, and you can do the same from this way. It's very unfortunate if you're on the blue side. Basically, they just need to extend, well, in an ideal world, they'd make this forest go up to here, and there you go, problem solved, but, yeah, c'est la vie. And we got our Legion coming over on the right, VBL Milan for the far right, and a Minstrel for the VBL Milan guy, and a CV for Echo and Golf. Switching to his opponent's deployment, we've got the TheTeethThief, and he's playing 9th US. You tend to open with all these buggies. I'm not sure what the difference is between the 040 and the 041, right? I guess it's because this is kind of bolted on, whereas this is seems a bit more integral. Apart from that, I think they're pretty similar. Can't really tell the difference. Oh, maybe this has, like, it's longer or something? I mean, this doesn't have side things on it. Wow, incredible. I'm sure that cost the American taxpayer about $3 gorillion to fit those little cages. But whatever. Anyway, 762 teams at one vet instead of the grenade launcher infantry teams. Stinger. National Guard tow. Oh, I didn't notice that. He brings the National Guard tow. Now, I wouldn't do that at all. I think that's a terrible idea. I would just bring the I-tow and the TOW2. I would not bring the regular tow. I can't believe I didn't notice that. Sorry, I've got a very itchy ear today. Anyway, the VADs, Engineers Flash, Light Rifles Dragon, an Avenger. I don't actually bring these. I don't really see the point. And Sniper M82, right? Then we've got some more units. Stinger, that's quite conservative. National Guard tow. That's such a bad idea, man. It's crazy because it won't actually one-shot his tanks, which only have 3 or 4 armor, but this does 16, which will one-shot 2 armor. I don't think this is a good idea at all. They're only like 8 availability as well. It's ridiculous. Anyway, a Fault. It's got ground surveillance radar. Sniper. I vastly prefer the scouts in the grenade launcher Humvees. I'm not sure why he swapped them out, really. And so he's going to try and run down this lane with a bunch of Mark 19s. And a CV for Bravo Charlie. So only the one CV. And another Fault over here. Oh, did I already cover that one? Yeah, I did. So let's cast the game. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. One join at the lowest levels worth 2,000 views, so if you're feeling bad about your ad block, you can listen to the soothing sound of this Dune buggy from Battlefield 3. Anyway, if you don't want to do that, please just like the video, it's free. And if you don't, I'm going to subject you to more of this noise. So yeah, these are pretty funny. Like, 9th US is one of the most fun divisions in the game. and I would class it as A tier. It's very hard to play properly because your forward deployment isn't like it's kind of weird. Like it's not just infantry. Do you see what I mean? Like this is just infantry. Why is he moving? He should be shooting. And like you see the issue, right? So these are all dead if he doesn't run away. So I prefer not to do that strat. I know Homelander used to like it a lot. Wow, that's missed 3 times. Oh, I was shooting at something else actually. So he's killed the sniper, which is powerful, but the AMX-10RC Legion died, which is a big deal. Cluster 2 coming out for the tank CVs, probably a good idea. I mean, oh, okay, slightly missed, so it's not dead. He really needs to run at this guy, and he is doing so. Yeah, you wouldn't expect that to hit, really, if it's moving, because these don't have stabilizers. It's 15%, and that's before he lost all his cohesion, which means it was more like 5. So, yeah, what a turnaround. I mean, blue, he lost a lot of units, but now red has lost a lot of units. Crucially, everybody here. So this dragon is free to advance. He's got the ATGMs behind him. This needs a supply by one of those 20-pointers. This needs to get in mid, and he needs to buy the next 40-pointer. Oh, there's the supply. And look, it's a 20-pointer. He needs to buy the CV for Alpha, because even though he's winning, he's actually losing. That FAV's something wrong with our bloody ships. That's what they said at Jutland when they all started exploding. Basically, what they'd done is they'd started taking out the... because you have, like, blast panels, so that if the ammo explodes, only that little bit explodes, right? It's similar on a tank and stuff. But they'd taken them all out so that they could carry as much ammunition as possible, so that they could shoot as fast as possible. Because all they'd been doing is, like, target practice training and stuff, right? British Navy, nobody ever wanted to fight them. So they were just like, how fast can we shoot? And and so then the Germans would shoot them once, and the whole bloody ship would explode. Anyway, very interesting play with this CV. I mean, it doesn't make much sense to send it unsupported. He should have sent something with it, like this and this, because this is the AA for the helo that will undoubtedly, as night follows day, will be deployed. And this will shoot the other guys, and they're not doing anything else. Imagine if this was all with it. But yeah, 60US wants to do the mobility. The point is, it has the fastest off-road speed... the fastest road speed in the game for its tanks. Its off-road speed's actually worse than things like the Abrams. And so you want to be using the roads, you want a wide map, but 9th US also kind of wants a wide map so it can sneak all these grenade launcher things around, and like these are like slightly bigger Humvees. It's just a Humvee with, you know, the back extended or whatever, so the Stingers get him. Tow Cobra, will it react? It will not, so it's just going to sit there and die. Happens to the best of us. In the meantime, as night follows day, a helo will be deployed to shoot the thing. If only he'd brought some of this stuff with him, right? He's got the crap here. He's got the VBL Milan. I mean, it's out of ammo, but he should have just put that in there and just sent them all with it. And then this would be dead. Obviously this is here now, right? So, Tow Cobra, it did die while we weren't looking. But you knew it was going to happen anyway. Lots of guys just kind of chilling out here. Probably want to get this in that building. But yeah, the Legionnaires Appelas will kill all this because low cohesion and so on. And this is a Stinger team and this can't shoot. And yeah, the Sparhees are coming around as well. Although the Tow 2 has the ability to, you know, outrange these guys. So unless he smokes, he's really going to... Okay, so he goes for the smoke there. There's your National Guard Tow failing to pen this 3... pen whatever. I think the Ito is a much better shout, frankly. Well, I suppose the idea is, you know, it doesn't die as much. Incidentally, the Light Rifles Dragon counter this whole division because they one-shot 4 armor, and the highest armor on this division is 4. So the Light Rifles Dragon are actually pretty good here. So Jaguar HE comes out, gets the double kill. And looks like this guy just ran out of bullets. So he goes down. I do believe the drone died to the Minstrel, which has now fired 5 times. But it looks like you know, because he bought this bomber, so he's not got a bunch of infantry coming, and lo and behold, the enemy has more on the ground, and he bought this artillery, means he doesn't have infantry coming, right? So, you know, a minute and a half's income on not frontline units leads to situations like this one. Maybe there's a case to be made for these. I don't know, if it was 17 pen, it'd be great, but it's not, so it doesn't even one-shot BMP once. So I don't really see the point. So CV gets in, Vad's probably going to dodge that arty strike. This has a salvo length of 6, which is actually a bit of a detriment. Dien Bien Phu. I believe they lost that one really, really, really badly. Anyway, 9th US air attack. Seems to be working well because Red hasn't bought any Crotals or anything. He's just got one Minstrel. Oh, he had a second one here. Yes, and the Celtics. So this might actually go down here. Wow, okay. I mean, it's got ECM, right? Generally with the Celtics, you want to buy them all in a row and have them all in one place. If I was this guy, I'd be going on that Celtic. He might just swing a missile at it on his way around anyway, or like that. Wow, he clearly planned that one. Anyway, the Minstrel got spotted because it was shooting. Now the M60's in the zone. Oh, okay, there are zones, so I probably shouldn't say that. It's in the position. I meant in the zone as in I'm in the zone. Do you get what I mean? Second Celtic goes down. These are only useful when there's 3 of them. So spreading them out like that is not a good idea. And he's just got the run-of-the-mill here. I mean, he's missing about half the time, which, you know, well, he's suppressed now, but... And... yeah. Avenger goes down there. Needs, like, a Stinger in here, I suppose. CV goes down to the... I suppose the 6 salvo length helping there. Yeah, so Reds, he's still got the point advantage, because... he had 3 CVs out at the start, and his opponent only had 1, so... Typically with these CPCs, the point of them is that you can buy 2 at the start for 80 points. And yeah, Red's struggling to sort of get his guys back in here. I think Blue needs a bit more infantry, and then like to take this position would be absolutely huge. Send the infantry in. Oh, I've seen him, and then you drag these around here and get shooting. And then like taking all this is big because it helps you here. Otherwise, you're advancing here and you're going to get shot in the side. Somewhat. Anyway, the Legion has to smoke up. And the National Guard toes are... Oh, but look at that! Oh, the M60 got it. But look how fast that goes. This is... NATO's only 2,800 meter range ground-based ATGM. And this div also gets NATO's only coffin launcher. This div is like a pretty unique div, actually. It's one of the highlights of North Egg. There's a lot of divs coming out these days, particularly on the packed side, that are just pure slop. And it's like, here's your 2 units that are basically just already in the game, but higher stats or whatever. Or sometimes not even higher stats, they're just different skin. And there you go, here's your Cub, here's your T-72, here's your BMP-1, here's your BMP-2, Razvedka, Acacia, Gvozdika, wow. Behold, a new division. So, the Aquila doing well here because the Crotal can't actually shoot it. But yeah, he's got 2 Crotals out now. Typically you want to, if you want to air spam, you want to buy the Seed one first. Unless there's like a very urgent operational need. So it looks like the CPC... Well, he's got to be very careful here. Does he know what he's doing? No, he doesn't. Just walks into him and dies, yeah. He could definitely see it. So, he's lost both of those now. He's got plenty of CVs. Anyway, the Jaguar HE is coming out. And, like, this is super expensive. So if it dies, it's sort of a big problem. The Cluster 2 goes down because the Crotals have shown up. It's best not to rely on the air as 9th US. You kind of just want that for the late game. Unless you've got, like, a really strong pick-off to get. I don't know, I mean, it's the same with all divs, really. You don't want to air spam too much. It can not go your way and really mess you up. Anyway, he buys another National Guard tow. I really don't... I mean, hopefully this game has proven to you, dear viewer, that they aren't very good. An I-tow would be much more useful. Like, if you want a tanky squad with an ATGM, isn't that what this is? Obviously it doesn't go as far, but... So, the 2-vet Eagle is out. You've got to give it loads of orders, otherwise it will just fly and try and kill this, and it'll just fly over all the AA and get shot. This needs resupplying on the small arms like the rockets, right? Crotale will one-shot it, so you have to be careful. Crotale's like an Osa, except worse but cheaper, so carries fewer rockets as well. That 2-vet grenade launcher, oh, because this came at 2-vet. I think he, like, I mean, aggressively up-vetting the infantry can be a problem. Like, the infantry's good at 1-vet. I think you really need it at 2-vet for anything. I suppose there's a case to be made. But, oh, no, I remember. They used to be 10 or 11 men, and they just downgraded them to 9. And then lots of people stopped playing this div. So, you know, he is on a +1 because this has been neutralized, but basically he needs one of those self-propelled smoke mortars, and then he can smoke it up and get in and so on. And he hasn't bought a replacement CV, so he's not actually got a CV on the map, which is a mistake. FAV just dodges this, doesn't get a chance to shoot. And he's taken this position. I didn't actually see the crap die, but clearly it has. So you need a, you know, a light rifles dragon in here, and, you know, you put it in here, and then you get a stinger and an ATGM and a grenade launcher, and there you go, this is yours now. And then you can just jump from here to there. Say just. So he's still not bought the seed. He saw his last cluster died to the Crotales, but this time I suppose he split the damage over these two. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was a good idea. Basically just survived on luck. Although, you know, these are quite far away, so. And there's no minstrel anymore, right? There was a minstrel here before, no, that's not. And the Celtic, that's not there, so. So yeah, I think I prefer Blue's position right here. I mean, he's clearly ahead on the kills, although he has just lost 2 units. What you can do is try and get this round to here to spot it. But there's good, I suppose, anyway, and I'll figure out if this would shoot him. Is he still trying that? Was that the same one from before, or... Interesting. So he's bought the smoke mortar. So basically, right, so he... This isn't going to move until it's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 orders, roughly. So you want to move it after each order, because obviously it's now going to stand here for the next 20 minutes, so... So yeah, Blue trying to get back in. He's still not... He's got a seed plane. Sorry, Red trying to get back in. He's got a seed plane, but instead... And he's got artillery he could buy. Instead, he just keeps flying over these, and... You know, he definitely got lucky that time. That was four close-range shots. And, yeah, needs to buy another ASF, because this is getting a bit silly now. Needs to move up the stingers, needs to secure this position, but overall, I mean, Blue seems to be winning. Red is ahead on points, but look how many more units Blue has. And they're relatively similar. No, they are very similarly priced, actually, because if you look something like this, it's 65, but the Legionnaires are also 65, so... Wow, it must be good. This is one hell of an artillery target. M60 going down there. It is cheap, so it's not a big deal. This could be sold. And, yeah, I mean, really want like a light rifles law in there for the close range fighting, because it gets 3 M2... Oh no, these are the guys who get 3 M249s. Light Rifle's Law gets the DMR, which would not shoot if you're in the same building. Surprised these guys lost so much cohesion already. I guess they got shot on their way in. But yeah, you know, blue could buy the M109, and like this hasn't moved at all, and it's towed. Which is a division knowledge thing, right? 6th US doesn't get self-propelled howitzers. Or at least not ones that anybody ever brings. Don't think they get them at all. But yeah, this will fire in the same house. Neither of these will. So you actually wants to be in the same house here. As his opponent. I do like the smoke plate. Is he going in this? No, it's this one. Oh no, he's walking into where the... So yeah, you want to be in the same house so the saws can all shoot and these can't shoot. But the M240 Bravo won't. Basically, it's an LSW will shoot, but an MMG will not. But a 7.62 LSW also won't. I should do a guide on that because it's really dumb and not intuitive at all. Wow. Almost get side shot there. 17 pen, probably wouldn't have killed it actually. No, definitely wouldn't have. 6 side armor. You need 20 heat AP to kill 6 side armor. It'll be a lot more kinetic. So yeah, it would have survived. Interesting decision making here. So at least he's got this up. But yeah, he's going to get side shot again. Oh, there you go, see, he didn't die. Nice of him to oblige us. So has he noticed that's happening? No. Guess not. You can see it now, though. No. So one of these will beat one of these in the stand-up fight because of the armor. But so he had vision there, but he finally got vision, but then he smoked. It is what it is. I mean, maybe he didn't have vision and it was actually engaging on something else, like one of these maybe when they were here. So basically, the smoke now is in the wrong place. You want to smoke here so that these guys can't shoot you. Right? And then your fire support can shoot this lot, but this lot can't shoot your infantry, right? So the smoke is in the wrong place now. I see what he's going for here. He's going to smoke that so he can attack this from the front. But yeah, I need to do a guide on smoke, but I mean, I need good examples, and it's kind of hard to come across them. It's one of those things that if you... Oh, he's finally bought this. It took him 20 minutes. But yeah, this thing's incredible. Once every minute, you kill a unit. You get 2 of them. Loses 3 stingers in as many seconds. There you go, the ITOs are coming out now. But yeah, I'd be going TOW 2A and ITO. I definitely would not be going National Guard TOW and ITO. What happens if you end up against... Did he cancel it after 1 shot? No, I don't think he did. I think it just reloaded in the time it took me to click. Because you saw how fast it went from 1 to 2, right? But as you can see, oh, it's not dead, but it's very messed up. And what did that cost him? 200 supply? I'll take that trade all day. So the Spahis goes down to the Ito there. No, what? What was that? Might have been the dragon. So you not want to get this in here? Maybe move this guy up to help out, right? Or at least put him in the edge of the forest. No, he's going to use the plane again. And there's still only 2 Crotals here, no ASF or anything. And considering, because he's attacking on the flank, this can only get 1 shot off. Although it ran out of ammo. Oh no, it actually still has 1 left, it's just saying it's low on ammo. This is why you don't overstack buildings. Because you're just taking many damage for no reason. Needs a couple M60s here, like this. Get that resupplied. What happened to that tow cobra? Still here. You could bring that up. During these fights, it's a great way to back people up. And because it can survive a manpad hit and stuff. But yeah, Blue's losing a lot of guys now. He's been pushed out of here. He's attacking in 2 places at once, which is very difficult to do properly. I mean, it can work because your enemy's divided, but so's you, so are you. And all your enemy has to do really is just sit there in the tree and shoot you, whereas you have to be attacking. So attacking in 2 places at once is very, very difficult. Typically you want to do, and like these should be up here. No wonder that attack petered out. Because like, if you get this to there, well, this is going to die in one hit. Wow, the National Guard Toe takes credit for the Ito's kill. He's at 2 vet now. The machine gun on the Avenger does more damage than a regular 50 cal. Because this used to do the damage of this, but it got nerfed. It was ages ago. It was like over 2 years ago. And this, they just forgot to change it. So this keeps the old stats. And so it gets 0.36 HE. It's actually really, really good. There you go, the Eagle gets a kill. And now he should not evac it. He should shift queue a bunch of orders back here and just leave it up for when the next bomber comes, because he's still got 4 missiles. Instead, he doesn't give it an order, so it just starts flying around. He could also send it out in front of this so that it doesn't... I suppose he kind of did that. The other thing is, like, when this shoots, you hit F1 and click. Like, he's not moved this all game. Same with these. And then you could just buy your arty and blow it up. These are so useful. I mean, obviously there was nobody there, but it looked very cool. But NATO only gets this in one division. It's a shame, really. I mean, you would think that, like, 1st Cav would get one because of the whole Desert Storm thing, but... I guess it's kind of weird that it's only 9th US. And not some of the... Like, you would think that most of the US Armoured divs would get that, actually. But whatever. Because, yeah, 4 pack divs get it. All of the Poles and Rugener. And there's actually, like, 3 different ones. 2 T55s and unpacked, and 1... It's like an BTR-50 with it mounted on top. But it's cool flavour for Poland that, like, all the Polish divs get coffin launchers. It's part of the reason why 20th Polish is so strong. It's just good against all situations. I mean, I think 2nd Panzergren's slightly better, and I think 20th Polish is the 2nd strongest div in the game, but I know people who disagree. Look at that ATGM swarm coming in. Oh, he must have died, the 2-vet guy here. I mean, he wasn't moving it after it shot. After these shoot, you really do have to move them. And, yeah, I think he should really buy a seed plane. I mean, I don't understand why he keeps doing this to himself. I do like the smoke plays. They have run out now, though. So he does need to resupply it. But yeah, basically, he smoked here to get in, and then basically he should have put the smoke here and here, and then you have full fire control, and your enemy can't do anything. So, yeah. I should do a guide on a lot of things. I should do a lot of things. I don't know. Anyway. Quick, let's talk about the game some more before the existential dread sets in. So yeah, after you shoot with basically anything, you want to move it. Just, I mean, that's a very realistic thing, right? Fire, reposition. So, these were just auto shooting, so they went all for the closest one, which is a shame, because if this had been right, it might be dead now, right? But yeah, he wants a couple M's. Like, you see the M60s are doing very well here, because it will beat this in a stand-up fight, because this has more armor. And it's got a nice fire rate. He has been moving the mortars, which is good. Eagle going for the LGBT. No, he didn't right-click it, which is probably for the best, because otherwise the Crotals would have got him. And the LGBT resigns, or whatever, evacs. So this needs to right-click that right now, or it's dead. Oh, he does? No, he still died. Because, yeah, he got too close, basically, because it's on the reverse of the tree line. I don't think he could have got out in time if he'd just right-clicked back immediately. He might have done. Obviously, it's not like you can hear me, so I'm not responsible if it doesn't work out. Anyway, you know, you see this is a perfect target for the coffin launchers, right? Has he lost one? Oh, you have 2. The other place you can use it is here, right? I mean, you get it up to here and just kill everybody in there. So we got the 4 howitzers out now, which aren't moving, and had all their transport sold, so he could just arty that anytime he wanted to. I'm really surprised Blue hasn't bought his arty. You know, the M109s. I mean, this is a great map for arty because it's very narrow. So interesting. We might get both. Okay, missed that. Oh, here we go. So, okay, so he misses that one. Basically, you need to use the LOS tool, right? And then you can, where it snaps to, that's where they are. If you can't see the building, so that's where you press T and click on. Also, after this shoots, you want to move it because if I'm red, I want to kill this. Has he bought the seed yet? No. Anyway, he should have sent the AT plane first, and then the cluster could have come in behind and bombed the Crotal. Or realistically, send the fighter first, because it's got the highest ECM. Because it's at 2 vet, this has 48% ECM. It's actually more than that. Anyway, this guy, he's taken a hit. Will he realise? Will he do anything about it? He will not. The only reason it was sort of wiggling back there is because it was on defensive, I think. Yeah, look, these are on defensive, so it'll automatically go back a little bit. Anyway, you see the M60s. I mean, typically you want the infantry in front because there should be an Appalachian in here, but they've been fighting for a long time. And the other thing Blue should have done here is drop off a light rifles and a... You should have evac that immediately. Yeah, you should, as soon as that went away, you should have evac'd it. It's not worth it. So you drop off a Stinger and a light rifles dragon in here and just move them down. And maybe one of those, you know, ATGMs, right? Although a Humvee 2 would be more useful here. And then you just move them down here, and then you can, as these guys come in, they get shot. Maybe he doesn't know he's got the seed plane in his deck. Maybe he doesn't have it. I think he did, though. Anyway. The red's not been great with his Crotal usage. And, you know, 6E, it wants to play mobile, and there's not really space to do that on this map. It wants to attack in weird places and, you know, use the mobility of the tanks, but you can't really do that here. Hello, Coffin Time. Oh, so they are both still alive. And, like, this could get that one, and you can basically just kill 2 units a minute. For as long as you're fighting in this kind of area. In a town or whatever. And this is the best one. Because it's got smoke and it can survive a TOW2. The Polish get the Meridia tank one, which doesn't have smoke, but obviously it's got like 14 armor or something. But yeah, the M60 AVLM's probably the best coffin launcher in the game. They've all got the same stats, which is a shame really, because obviously they've got different diameters and stuff. But... And you see the effectiveness of the VADs. And you know you can cancel this, right? I suppose that's actually a good shot. So he gets them there. And yeah, red, no coffin launchers, right? And... yeah, no mobility, right? I mean, he could have tried something here again. He got a recon up or something, sent an AMX-10 RC round with a Enigma behind it, like, so basically if like red really should have, because all this was just up for grabs. This is reds, it should be reds, and if he had all this, well then blue wouldn't really be able to get in here because they constantly get shot in the side by mediocre stealth tanks, right, which could just go like there and just shoot you as soon as you come out of cover. So big mistake from red, just leaving this whole area just empty. And a mistake from blue for not actually trying to push somebody down here. Typically this zone doesn't fall unless this is taken, but both players just not utilising the space. Anyway, it was a good win from blue. I liked the coffin launchers. So this is the TheTeethThief, rank 119. And this is 60 IQ but 23 centimeters, rank 43. So a very powerful gamer indeed. Lots of ranked games this season. So yeah, good games all around. I do wish Blue had bought his M109s and his seed plane. And yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Do let me know what you think. I want to see the AVLM kills. He probably didn't get that many. Yeah, 2, 3, because he only brought them out like after the 20th minute. Anyway, I'll see you around. GG.